Eternity Technologies has acquired a battery production facility in India from Enersys, expanding its manufacturing footprint in the region. The facility is going to enhance Eternity Technologies' capacity to produce industrial batteries, catering to the growing demand in the Indian market. Here's the challenge, though: integrating the new facility, and Andrew, you and I have talked a lot about this, into existing operations while maintaining production, not letting anything stop, and production quality, and then meeting regulations and regulatory standards. I feel like it's going to be a little difficult.
We know battery manufacturing, we know gigafactories, and this may not be a gigafactory, but it's somewhere in between. Expanding is great, of course, and we all love growth, but if you don't have a good plan, and I mean a detailed plan, because you got construction and all that kind of good stuff, retrofitting going on, you're going to end up with duct taping processes together, like your intern, trying to fix your coffee machine. So a new plant with new people with different workflows. The real issue here for me is scaling your manufacturing while keeping your quality, your process control, and your regulatory compliance really tight.
They just can't, build it and it's ready to go. They can't just plug in this new facility like a USB drive and expect it to work.
No, it's not. It's not your phone charger, that's for sure. It's an entire factory you're dealing with here. If they just plug it in and they hope for the best, then they're going to end up getting error messages in the form of missed shipments. They're going to have out of spec batteries, and they're going to have their regulatory auditors, because it's highly controlled. Compliance and certification in battery manufacturing, extremely difficult. And you're going to have them knocking on your door with a clipboard and a pretty heavy scowl on their face. So yeah, not that simple.
So then if the plugging it in won't work, like, where do they start? How's the critical thread solving this?
I mean, three big things you got to get right in, I think, in battery manufacturing. First, you got to sync up your manufacturing and your quality. Make sure your workflows are standardized. Make sure you put in your quality controls and lock in your regulatory compliance before those bad habits spread. And that regulatory compliance goes all the way up the digital thread. So with that in mind, you've got to connect up that digital thread. Make sure the new site into MES and PLM is all integrated. And then if they wait around, they're going to be running blind and finding problems when it's way too late. So connect up MES and your PLM. And then lastly for me is make sure your supply chain and your materials. So if your MRP isn't talking across all of your sites, then one plant is going to be drowning in stock while the other one is starving. So you've got to fix up that coordination. But the good news is, if they do it right, then they've got a smooth, scalable operation. And if they do it wrong, well, welcome to Scowlers and Audit City coming your way.
Oof, got to avoid that.
Next one.